connected.
What's up YouTube? It's dafobra out in the garage with my Triumph Street Triple, and today I'm going to do a mod that honestly I thought I'd never do. Now if you remember, when I first purchased my Street Triple, it came with a set of CRG bar end mirrors. Actually these right here, and I just did not like the way they looked, so I swapped back to the stock mirrors. Now these mirrors are actually nice, and on the right bike they do look really good. For example, my buddy Ducati NYC, he's got a Ducati Monster, and they look amazing on that bike. Just on this particular bike, I wasn't a fan, so I swapped back to the stock mirrors. Now I've been getting comments from some friends talking about how this looks like an insect, maybe a grasshopper or something, but to be honest, they never really bothered me. But I have to admit, those OEM Triumph bar end mirrors that you can put on the Street Triple and the Speed Triple, among other models, really do look amazing. But Triumph gets like $110 to $115 for one side. So you're talking $230 for a set of bar end mirrors when I'm not even sure if I'm gonna like them. That's just way too much money. But I may have found an alternative for much cheaper. Are they any good? Let's check them out on the bench. Okay, so what we have here is a set of bar end mirrors from Kemimoto. I got them on Amazon for about $35 for both sides. Now, yeah, they are made in China. Yeah, there's not many markings on them, but the shape here and here is very much like the OEM Triumph bar end mirrors. So let's open it up and take a look at what we got inside. So here are the mirrors themselves, and as I said, they do look very much like the OEM Triumph mirrors. You also get, I guess, a mirror stock, for lack of a better word, and this wraps around the bar end right here. Some hardware and adapters. This is the bar end here that goes on the end of the handlebar, and I guess this will go inside here. And this is an Allen-headed bolt that will thread inside the handlebar itself, and this should fit my Street Triple just right. It also comes with some adapters. We'll have to see which of any of these we're going to need. So let's talk about how we're going to set these up. It also includes an Allen wrench, which is the correct size for tightening up the end, as well as the adjustment points. There's an adjustment point here to cinch down here, and there will also a bolt at the back here. So it's nice that they included the Allen wrench, but to be honest with you, I have that around. The interesting thing is there is absolutely no instructions at all. So when it comes to this, well, unfortunately, you're kind of on your own, but 35 bucks is 35 bucks, right? Let's keep going. So some of these things you're not going to use. None of these silver pieces will be necessary for my Street Triple, so we'll just toss them. There also is 1, 2, 3 different sizes. You have small, medium, and large size adapters. They would actually go around here. This big adapter, I can barely even get it on here, so I don't know how you'd use that. Ended up, we're gonna need the medium size adapter. It just slips right on. You can see I'll do that again with this one. And this takes up the slack right here. So this is gonna fit inside. This is gonna be your new bar end, and you're gonna have to tighten down this cinch screw. Now make sure it's super, super tight, otherwise the mirrors are going to rotate. So we're going to start assembling them here on the bench, and then we're going to take everything apart on the bike. Okay, the final step is going to be placing the mirror. Now these mirrors are, you can actually spin them if you put them on the wrong side. For example, this is going to be the, let's see, this is going to be the clutch side. So I'm going to put it this way. It feels really sturdy, and these mirrors are not floppy at all. I'm going to leave this somewhat loose. You can always tighten them on the bike. And then this is going to be for the brake side. Once again, I'm going to rotate them outwards because I think I'll have a better I think I'll have more room. I'm not sure if my hand's gonna fit underneath that mirror, between the mirror and the grip. The good thing is you could just spin these around. This is gonna be your brake side, and that's gonna be your clutch side. So let's start taking the bike apart. So removing the stock mirrors, the stock size is a Torx. I believe it's a T40. There are some pieces, there's a rubber piece and some washers. So just be prepared when you lift this up. You don't wanna drop everything, and it's initially pretty tight. Now, first of all, I wanna say, make sure you use the correct Torx head bit. Don't try an Allen wrench or the wrong size, because you will strip it and then you'll be out of luck. Here are the two washers I was talking about, and below it, here's that little rubber size. They are side specific on this street triple, so I'm just gonna put this together, put a little tape around here, and put them away, just in case I don't like the bar and mirrors and I wanna put these back on. But yeah, let's do the other side. It's time to remove the bar ends using a 4mm Allen. Now, you're not going to reuse any of this because this bolt is just too short. However, we could use this bolt that came in the kit. Check to make sure it threads into the bar of your motorcycle, which it does on ours. And we're going to do the clutch side first. Install this, tighten it down, and make some initial adjustments. Now on the throttle side, that's a little bit different than the clutch side, because you want to make sure you don't have any binding. And I'll be honest with you, when I put this on, it really wasn't binding, but I couldn't get this super tight. So I got this idea from my buddy Mark. It's just a small split ring lock washer, did not come in the kit. I'm just gonna put that right on here and start threading it in, and as that gets compressed, it should really allow me to cinch this down super tight, because I don't want this ring rotating at all or coming into contact with the throttle grip. And we'll just make sure that all of these are tight. So what do I think? I really like the look, especially on a naked bike. I think that bar end mirrors give it a little bit more of a urban hooligan, or whatever you want to call it. It really fits the look of a bike like the Triumph Street Triple. As far as quality, you know, only time will tell. I will tell you that the parts feel really sturdy, and the mirror bodies themselves are not moving around. It takes a good bit of force to make an adjustment on them, so hopefully when I'm riding, they won't be moving around. So I've been riding with these bar end mirrors for about 10 minutes already, 10-15 minutes, and I gotta tell you, it's weird. It's weird. I have a much more open view over the handlebars, kind of like no mirrors. It's just nothing's in the way. I honestly was very skeptical about how much you could actually see, but I can actually see pretty decent behind me. And even though the mirror itself is smaller than the OEM mirror, I feel like I can actually see a comparable amount of stuff. I don't see my elbows nearly as much because this thing has so much more adjustability, I guess. I guess that's what it is. So for right now, I'm gonna say yes. These are not moving at all, by the way. These are solid, and I had it up to highway speeds, so to speak. So I'm pretty pleased with this purchase. Yeah, I'm very pleased with them. Very pleased with them. And if you want to know where you can get your own set, I put a link in the description where I bought them, and feel free to pick your own up. And yeah, for the price, I guess they can't be beat. And you know what? Like I said, it still is kind of premature, but I really do like the bar end mirrors. Well, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, and make sure that you are subscribed to get all the latest content here on the channel. And it's a beautiful day out here. I'm going to continue my ride, and I hope you're able to do the same. And until next time, ride safe, everybody. I'll see ya.